Welcome to the future. A place where you can find anything you desire. If the burner gangs don't find you first. Where the fastest racers are artificial. And if you're human, you don't stand a chance. Star Circuit.
There we go. Oh, wrong guy. Sorry. Dude, he's playing some serious games over here.
That your Star Circuit,
dude,
man, go fix it.
I happen to have your painted one here, dude.
Oh, snap.
It's very shiny in the light. And actually, I have the other one just to have comparison. But yeah, if you guys just saw the trailer for Star Circuit.
Show him what I had to work with. He was judging me and said, dude, your paint job, not that good. And it's like, dude, these foams are picking up all the imperfections. You gave me something that's by the square inch 4 times smaller.
Somehow, I don't think that's how the conversation went, but it was very, look, I was impressed either way. Like,
I got screenshots.
Look, dude, screenshot all you want. The chat can attest. We've got NTM here. NTM, as we call him. Coleman is here. Holla, Coleman. Coleman's a great guy. Always shouting out people. And in almost every stream I go to, he's there. So.
Yes. So today I was going to have a little visitor, but it's going to have to wait. Either on Friday on my show, I'm going to have the visitor, or next Art Bros, or Sunday on Coffee with Joe, whatever, if I show up. It was going to be Talon's little one.
Oh, dude. Nice.
Yes.
I saw some pictures of that. You have to show that. He's got a new puppy, everybody. So for all you...
Living in puppy heaven, about to come into puppy hell with me.
Oh, Jesus. I don't even know what that really means.
Nah. Look.
So we also have some other folks up in here. We got a Jin Gingerton. Got an old crackhead. Good to see old crackhead.
Oh, did you guys hear that? Look. James Gingerton says he's got his crack pipe ready. We are into the crack pack energy. I sent that on Twitter.
Do you guys ever use the pun?
I stood on street corner. I did my job.
For what? Oh, okay.
For Ginge. I went out
yeah. Did well.
Roped him in. So now, he's like the baby in the corner in Dave Chappelle's, little skit there. Hey, baby, go home,
Right, I remember that one. However, did you guys ever use the whole... Do you guys pack crack into your pipe? Is that how it works?
Well,
do you have to...
metaphorical. Let's be clear.
Right, but...
all metaphorical.
But figuratively, would you have to, pack the crack in? You know what I mean? Is that a thing?
Now look, if you're talking about what D-Wag just went through, that was horrible. That was horrible. If you want to, it's documented. Go through Twitter, go through the messages. You'll find it. D-Wag, D-Weebs. And I don't know if he's in rehab or not. I don't know. But they pulled a jury. They did a whole episode there on good stuff.
Look, that's just there's a lot of information that most people won't know if they watch this. However, the crack pack is some sort of
creative metaphor for the energy to create awesome stuff.
Right.
But it has this euphemism with it that's quite fun to play with.
Indeed, and I had made a video with some others that we disavow such vices in life, and not necessarily that people, but mostly just that we're caring for their health. 24 Eyes is here. I have no clue. I think he's crack pack as well. Always springs in here with some owls.
Yes. By the way, just real quick, I know that CG, at least a lot of our audience, tends to be in here in America. Any of you guys in New Orleans, dude, sorry. Like,
Oh yes.
well, we wish you luck.
For sure.
That crap's nuts. So good luck. Get safe. Be safe. Don't be
That's how it
watching this
goes.
if you're trying to get by. Like skip on. Save that.
You guys are always full of danger down there. Jamie Burtz, what's up? You're here.
What's up, Jamie Burtz?
Glad you're here. Lord Crackhead says the crack pack itself, bow. Yes. So Ginge also says, I vape my crack. That's the new way to do it. It's healthier for you if you vape your crack these days. That's what they say. Some have called me Trader Joe. NTM says, Joe disrespected the crack pack. Though I never claimed to be in it anyway, so I don't know how I'm a traitor. However, Eric Saga says, bow.
What's up, Eric? How you doing, buddy?
I've got some sweet news, guys. Besides Star Circuit, I heard back from the printer and actually got a response. And yes, all the papers the right weight, and they're actually on the progress to getting it finished. I don't have an exact status of like where we're at in the print process, but pretty much there. So hopefully that'll be back to me. Everybody will be reading Star Circuit soon enough. So bow to that. Bow. So after we go through a couple other small issues, like see what Jeremy's up to, we got a couple cool creators to talk to. One that's in sign up for an Indiegogo, and the other that's in Indiegogo that desperately is like begging for getting funded. It's so good looking that I am surprised it's not funded. However, we will get it funded. I think everyone in this chat will probably back this book. That's how we do it. So, well, Crackhead, to me, that's funny you say it's quick, because to me, it feels like it's slow. Everything feels slower on your end. You know what I mean? So, thank you, though. Arisaga says, see Joe, smoke crack, and then Prince get moving. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's the wine. So, cheers, everybody.
Wait a minute. Is that the box wine or the wine I gave you?
No. I'm not going to drink the wine you gave me on stream, dude. I'm not disrespectful.
Okay. Oh, what do you mean disrespectful?
Dude,
what do you think I bought it for?
Box wine is a special thing that is only for this stream.
Wine. I want you to flaunt. I got you a good bottle of wine.
Okay,
Are you kidding me?
I'll flaunt it on
Barefoot or White Claw, no, but I got you a good bottle.
So you want me to flaunt it? Okay, I'll open it up.
It's a joke.
How about when you open your sign up for your thing coming up for your book? Whenever that happens, I'll open the wine. We'll crack it open.
Actually, I got a plan.
Let's hear it.
So the plan is, originally at the beginning of the week, I was going to be planning on having those 2 pages finished on Friday night during my show. Well, if I do that, I'm not going to get a lot of sleep if I start tonight. The idea is to have those finished on the weekend. Mm-hmm. Help me, because I'm new. What's an ash can?
Okay, so ash cans are as far as Indiegogo campaigns and just campaigns in general, it's like a supplemental book. Traditionally, they're smaller books. They're not the same size as the main book. But ash cans are something from way back in the day. Someone else could probably explain it way better than I. However, they are like mini comics, if you will, is the quickest way to say it.
I think I saw an example of one that was basically just the cover art, maybe what the back was going to be, and the inside was just 2 pages. It just showed 1 and 2 on the flip. So it kind of mimicked it, but it was really small. Kind of gave an example of what the comic was going to be. Almost like a comic brochure.
Ooh, I like that. Oh, Infinity pops in here with a TM. Does he really have Infinity Comic trademarked? I'm sure he does if he's bold enough to put that on his tag there.
Hell yeah.
What a cool guy. What a cool guy that Alex guy is.
So anyway, what I was saying, though, is... No, it's fine. Is that I'm planning to have those 2 pages done and then launch, because out of those 2 pages, as everyone's seen, it's extremely detailed. I got a lot of stuff I'm doing just in those 2 pages. That's my what do they call exposition?
Promo, yeah.
You know, that's my exposition. My story.
I don't know if that's the right term, but I think it's your
No, I'm using it literally, like in a literary sense, like as exposition, like to introduce you guys to the world real quick. I tried to do a lot with 2 pages.
Not sure if that still adds up, but I'm going to take it. I will take it.
Oh my god!
You know me. I'm literal. I'm a literal dude.
I'm a literal dude. But regardless, guys, things are moving on. If you want to check out, that's Friday night with me and my brother Dwight. Joe shows up sometimes. But that's on Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. But right now, it's now time. And we got 2 guests tonight. And they got some awesome projects. Let's roll in.
That's a good idea, dude. How about we do that? So on Art Bros, here at Art Bros, we like to bring on the most interesting people possible. And we found a couple of cool creators. Our first creator is Jim Tanner. And he's got a book called, Jesus, I know I just blanked. It's the wine. It's the box wine, guys.
Take 2
graves. You know why?
Both of us for ruining that intro.
Look, yours at least wasn't on stream. But I think because you messed it up, it forced me. What's going on, Jim?
Not too much, guys. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. We're obviously, I think we're a little offbeat today.
Right now, that's what, you know.
I feel like we're a little offbeat than the usual. However, it is a great night. And I'm glad we have you on because your book looks amazing. And
yes,
we'll get deep into exploring that book and what's it all about. But we also want to bring on our second guest on the panel. JP's here with, we tried to pronounce it before, EUDAIMONIA Comics. Is that how we pronounce it?
Yeah, you got it. Hey, you drinking $2 Chuck?
No, I'm not. The box wine I have, I think it's one of the Boda ones, I believe, if you've seen those before.
You know, don't discount $2 Chuck. It actually won a wine contest with like thousands of wines in it. So
really,
you know, go to Trader Joe's, grab some $2 Chuck. It's a good time.
He's Trader Joe.
That's what they say. Some people have said that. Sherry is here in the chat. This is my girlfriend. She says she wants to see the puppy.
I know.
You know, whatever.
Right. What?
Represent. Whatever. You know, we're here for comics.
We're here for comics.
Comics. It's a little hot in my room today, guys. Is it just me or is it hot in here? So we have an awesome sign-up page that I've looked over for this awesome noir book from you, JP, and we'll get into that as well. But before we do that, let's get some intros. Let's just see, as you guys have grown in this world, what has been inspiring about comics that made you want to create? Maybe we'll start there. What's like something cool about comics that that drew you to it? Anybody's game, pretty much.
Well, I'll say for me, with comics, I was a big fan too of movies and comics growing up. So one thing I liked about it is that it was a way to allow me to tell a story visually, because you know, breaking into the movies is obviously like a 1% kind of thing for most people. But with comics, you have the option just to make it yourself, put it out there, and just, you know, tell your stories. And that's one of the things that's allowed me to do.
Awesome.
I've been seeing it that way too. Literally, you took the words out of my brain right then. I'm kind of new to all this, and me and Joe's been back and forth, and that sentiment right there really feels, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's us.
So yeah, and it's, you know, it's a great medium. Like I said, I've been reading comics since I was about 8. So I mean, there's just so many great stories you can tell. And you know, when you get a great art and great artists, you know, the stories just, you know, they pop. So I mean, that's why Hollywood's adapting comics left and right, because that's where the great original stories are at right now. For
sure, it's like the best place to find. It's the best place to find all like the purest form. I think it's the purest form of storytelling. I'm getting some comments in there that my mic is really loud. Let's try to turn it down.
Amanda B?
Turn
What's
it down.
Up?
That should be better.
Back.
I think.
Amanda B's already back. Dig 2 graves, and it looks good.
Well, thank you very much.
I think that's an understatement. I'm actually sad that Amanda B is already back, even though it's good for you. I wanted her to back tonight.
Tonight on the show, get that art bro gleam.
Right. So, JP, what about you? What's so inherent about comics that's drawing you to this medium?
So I read a lot of comics as a kid, and then, as a young adult, I kind of put them away. But then when I went back to college, I was simultaneously studying like classic literature and doing what's called comic studies. So doing those simultaneously and being able to see like how comic books as a storytelling medium kind of stack up to what's considered like classic literature, and just how many awesome parallels there are. That was a pretty huge thing for me. And then when I started publishing getting like pieces of short stories or poems published, the feedback I would always get, even if it was being published, was we want more. Like, we want to hear more about, this story that you've told. And in my head, my response would always be,
I get paid, I'm backing this.
Well, I would always say, well, that's, that's the whole story.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like, I dig two graves.
We're not talking about dig two graves right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. EUDAIMONIA. I'm sorry.
Yes.
My bad.
It's all
my
good.
bad. Yeah, that's still inside him. I'm sorry. I got lost. My bad.
No, that's cool.
My bad.
Cool.
But yeah, so like as a writer, I've just never been that kind of writer that would, just put page after page after page of description. I would be a very nuts and bolts kind of person, kind of writer. So it was just kind of a natural fit for, let me get everything that needs to be said as concisely as I possibly can and let the art kind of do the rest of the work. And I think the results I've gotten so far and the books I've put out have kind of, been a testament to just how efficient and concise, you can get a story to be. And to me, it's just the perfect medium.
It's beautiful. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I mean, look,
Yeah.
so I get you, Jeremy. You're just jumping. You're jumping over this guy's testimonial here.
He was excited.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's
It's all good. Look, he's part of the crack pack. What do you expect?
Long and short of it, looks incredible too. I love this style.
All right, so before we jump into Jeremy's tangent,
Sorry.
I also
I've got the
appreciate.
pages up. I can't help it.
I know, I get it. Though the folks at home can't see it yet, so
I know. Links are in the description. They should be.
right, we'll get there. Jeremy, Sherry says you're fired, dude.
Subscribe.
Huh?
Everybody in the chat, hit the thumbs up right now.
Yes, like and subscribe. That's the first thing to do here before you do anything else. Yes, and the Colonel eats some box wine stout. Maybe that's the key that we're missing tonight, and maybe some nights.
Just water and a little bit of soda.
Yep,
That's
it's all good, dude. We know how it goes. Everyone
Straight
is-
crack pack energy. Can't help. I think good stuff. I get excited. Can't help.
Cardinals
Joe,
here.
Joe, you said you're Italian. Where are you from?
I'm from New York originally.
Okay, what part? I'm saying that I don't know New York, but I'm a Philly boy, so.
Okay, yeah. Long Island, just
Okay.
up there in Long Island, there's this ton of us. The WAPs are all over that island, and this Diamond doesn't. So, but when I moved out of there, then it became a little weird because I moved to Kentucky. It kind of got the opposite end of that. Yeah, and that's where I met this little crack dude here, or a big crack dude. And me and Zayd Studios, the Colonel himself, went to high school together. And then later on, we worked at the same game studio, and we're both in Florida now. So
I found the lesion on his skin he can't cut off.
that's right. It's like a more than a lesion.
More than a lesion.
There you go. We need to make that as those parodies.
I love that. That's funny.
So yeah, comics in general are just fun. I think it's the purest form of storytelling. Like you don't get that same kind of mix of the left and right brain in any other medium. It's my favorite for that. When you're really in it and when it really works, there's nothing like it. And I'll die trying to make the best version of that. So I think everyone here agrees with that. So without further ado and going through random other stories about us, let's talk about these campaigns. Well, one's in sign up, like NOIRLEM. Is that how you pronounce it? How are you pronouncing NOIRLEM?
Yeah. Noir plus Harlem equals Noirlem.
Whoops.
NOIRLEM.
I just signed up.
There you go. So NOIRLEM is seems like it's a basic, not basic, basic's a bad word. Seems like a classic noir detective story. Is that correct? From what we're, can you go back and refresh the page there, Jeremy?
You refresh the page.
Because we can click. Yeah, there we go. We can click the video.
There's some awesome art on here, guys. So, do you want to watch the video? Scroll through.
Let's watch the video first. I think it's a good one for watching it first.
Wordy dirt, Christmas turd. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, volume.
Volume's up. Should be good. Are we good on volume?
Think so.
Can you hear the sax?
You were right. 4 murders, all things similar, but nothing in common, apart from them being young ladies alone at night. White, save for Miss Gutierrez. Single gunshot, save for the 2 on Mrs. Masters. All of them leaving work, save for Mrs. Hurston. All long hair, past the shoulder, except for Masters. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that one. And all shot from the front, assuming they fell back, save for Hurston. Any idea what type of gun was used? Cartridges found at the scene for Masters and Gutierrez, 38. Well, that's no help. Can't swing a cat in Manhattan town without hitting one of those. But still, it tells us something. Masters and Gutierrez were the first 2, meaning he wasn't picking up cartridges, but now he is. He's learning. So you believe me then? This is one person. I wouldn't say I believe you just yet. Frankly, it's irrelevant. Well, how's that? Because if you're wrong, then it's just time wasted. But if you're right, it means we have 4 days to get this bastard before he strikes again.
Yeah, that sax just keeps playing. You can stop it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I when I say classic, that's what I mean when I say classic. It's just like it's something. I'm trying to remember like things it really reminds me of, but
and even art-wise, I love the simplification. I love that. Like those internal, the perspectives are good. And the simplification is spot on. Everything just looked top notch on that.
Yeah, give us a little scroll there down to the art.
Yes, sir.
We talk about it.
Yes, sir.
So what's your basic elevator pitch on this, JP?
Love it.
I love murder mysteries, and some people say they're old fashioned, but it's weird how they're always on television. I've watched the murder mystery TV shows from about a dozen different countries, and about the one thing I've never, ever seen is one that takes place in the 1920s in Harlem, where you just have a wicked smart protagonist who's black, basically. Like, you just don't see a lot of black detectives on television that are, using deductive reason and intelligence to work things out. And I've watched so many of those shows that I was just like, the hell with it. I'm just going to make one myself. Because the other thing I studied in school a lot was basically African American literature and like the Harlem Renaissance, and it's just one of my favorite art periods that I felt, I saw a gap, something that hadn't been done before, and so I wanted to make it myself.
Nice. So this, so it's a period piece and noir, and seems like it's a noir that's like got that obviously classic feel, but it's also a detective story, so it's like really classic. There's nothing more.
Yeah, so basically, Coleman, who's the main character, is just he's a grinder, right? He goes out and he hustles. He's a part-time teacher, part-time tutor, but the one thing he always is he's a learner. He's always interested in going out and learning. And one day there is a mysterious death in his building, and the police show up and they think that they have all the answers, and he's just like, no, you got to take a deeper look. And he basically solves it, like kind of works out what happened almost immediately. So the other detective there is Detective Baldwin, and he kind of sees that Coleman is, kind of has a good sense for how to do this. And so they end up teaming up and they piece together a string of murders to one killer, and then the hunt is on. They have to go out and hunt down the killer.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you have to. You pretty much sold me, like even just the trailer sold me. So
Look at that cartooning.
yeah,
Look at
anything
it,
more than
though.
that.
It's so good.
So who's the
You know,
artist on this?
here's the best reason to join the mailing list if you're in the chat or whatever. That little picture on the right, I have it as my avatar. That is the trusty detective, or sorry, on the left.
Mm.
That is the trusty detective Zippo with the NOIRLEM logo on it, and that is going to be a free add-on for anybody who's on the mailing list who buys a copy.
Yeah, I dig that.
Those.
When I was a smoker, I would have liked, very much enjoyed that. But I'll still enjoy it, keeping it, put it on my shelf. It's super awesome. So this is something I think everyone should. There's no brainer. That's a Zippo. It's a free Zippo when you back. So why don't you just sign up? Everyone go out there, sign up. I will be doing so. Like anything, what before we move on, because we don't have tons of time since we rambled on for a while, me and Jeremy. But what's your biggest influence in the noir, I guess, genre? What's your favorite?
I mean, like I said before, I love the Harlem Renaissance. As far as a lot of those like classic writers like Langston Hughes, Claude McKay, people like that. In terms of like other pieces of media, Sin City, Gotham Noir, The Long Kiss Goodnight, The Maltese Falcon, stuff like that, like just really classic noir. So like a lot of use, especially in the art. This isn't a really good example, but it's going to be a lot of like stark contrasting colors and like shadows that go on forever, things like that.
And your other cover image is Kane and White, right?
Kane and White. Yeah, there it is.
Cool. Jeremy, I believe if you right click on that and you open in a new tab, it might open the whole image. That's
really?
Yeah, that's what I found out.
Hold on. Oh, snap! Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And it's worth looking at because it's Kane and White.
Rose just leveled up a bit.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Cool.
This is a tricky.
Wow.
It's a treat. That's how I got my thumbnail. I was like, I didn't know that was going to be there.
All right. So,
hopefully, you wanted to show all this, JP. I'm sorry if you didn't.
Oh no, it's fine.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome stuff. This is a killer little collage piece.
Also, if it's possible, I was uninspired by how many like bad detective shows there are out there where you get to the end and the detective knows the answer, but at no point was the information showed to the audience, so he's just like pulling things out of thin air. So this book has 26 single pieces of information that you're going to get throughout the story, but only the detective is able to kind of put it into a context where all the pieces fit together, which for me, like, that's just what makes a really good mystery.
Yeah, you write it from the end to the beginning and put it all together.
Yep.
It's the classic story of I'm going to take you somewhere, and we're going to definitely give you like there's somewhere that I want to take you. You just want to be along for the ride, but be assured it's going to be there. What were you saying, Jared?
I love this tilt in the composition. It reminds me so much of the old or the 90s animated Batman movies.
Yeah.
There's something about this straight on composition, but it's on this tilt. Was just dude, this is gnarly.
Or even like the original Superman cartoon.
Oh yeah, dude, I love that stuff. So everybody's saying it looks really good. My girlfriend is saying, "What was that detective show we watched, Joe? Bosch? No, we did watch Bosch, but maybe she's thinking also True Detective. Who knows?" But both of those, I mean, Bosch is okay. True Detective season 1 is incredible.
If this piece was printed on a canvas, this could go in like a lot of galleries.
This is actually not finished yet either. There's some more touching up that needs to go on here.
This has got so much.
Because with my first comic, EUDAIMONIA, a lot of the things that people enjoyed about it was how I was able to. Me and my artist were able to kind of create a visualization for music, and music is another thing that's hugely inspirational for me. So we're going to go back in and add a kind of like, whether it's some kind of like crazy prismatic color representation of the music kind of flowing throughout the room. Yeah. So we're still touching this one up a bit.
Beautiful piece though. Incredible. I love it.
That thing could
go for a lot, just even out of comic books. That thing could go for nuts.
Heck yeah. Thanks for coming on and sharing. When is this planned to be released as a campaign?
So I'm calling this pre-launch like a slow burn where people sign up and there's no real clear date yet. I really want to have like a lot more done with the book than I have done in past campaigns where, the campaign ends and then it's just kind of a waiting process. So I really want to have a fast turnaround. So what I'm doing is this kind of slow burn pre-launch where I'm doing just kind of weekly updates, like letting you know what's going on, maybe send you a nice piece of art every week or so. So I can't really answer that yet, but
I was
would say-
hinting then at your stretch goals or maybe your perks on having that piece on a canvas. Wink,
Yeah.
wink, hint, hint.
Jeremy,
Sorry.
look, that's a good idea, but that's a hefty stretch goal. Would that be like $150 stretch goal?
Okay, do a poster at least. All right, let us break.
Okay.
Right.
Everybody, you get a car. Well, thanks for coming on, JP. I definitely will be keeping an eye out. Let me know when you do launch. We'll have you back on.
I appreciate it.
And yeah, that's awesome. Let's without further ado, jump over to check out this.
Dig 2 graves.
Yes, Dig 2 Graves looks awesome, incredible.
It does.
Unbelievably, it's not funded. We got $317, 10 backers. I feel like this is going to spread. Next week, you're going to have 200 backers or something ridiculous. That's how this could spread.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. If that wasn't obvious when I screwed up in the beginning, I mean, my impressions on this were wow. I mean, the last one, wow. I mean, incredible. I mean, we're all about a lot. Like here, we look a lot at the artwork and the figure and stuff like that. We're very art oriented, but we're also writers too. So keeping that material with the visuals just so I don't know. I just went Google at this one.
He's
sorry.
absolutely right. Jim, you let us know. Would you like us to play the trailer first or after? Yeah, we can do that first. Hail, Greg. He always comes in with a big hail. Good to see you. And again, NTM is hating on my dog. That's how it goes. Amanda says, I'm back at number 5. Johnny 5 is alive.
Yeah.
Right. Hell yeah, Zed is dead, baby. Let's play this trailer.
In the flash of a gun barrel on an empty street, I saw all that I'd ever wanted. All that I'd ever love. All that I was. Taken from me. Murdered in cold blood. They'll beg for death before I'm done. Someone once said, before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves, a warning about how you can destroy yourself seeking satisfaction. That implies you have something to lose. But if you've already lost everything, grab the fucking shovel.
Oh, geez.
So yeah, I didn't get around to updating that last part.
It's
yet,
all
so
good.
I planned that out the other day. So yeah, so we actually did launch this originally on Kickstarter, and it was funded there. So we wanted to offer something for the people who were saying they hadn't had a chance to back the Kickstarter. So we did something different. So this one is the graphic novel version, but we obviously pulled some of the assets from that campaign over.
Dude, this is great. So I'm assuming you raised a chunk of money, enough to like obviously get funded. And have you printed for the Kickstarter people yet, or is that a done deal?
No, that should be hopefully done or at least to the printers this month. I had to make some last minute edits. I had to get back with the letterer on that. So hopefully this month in September, I think was the date we gave everybody. It should be with the printer. So we may have to go October for everything to get shipped out.
Yeah,
that's why this one it says November, because for the most part, once that's ready to go, we can pretty much push this going forward with the graphic novel.
That's incredible. I feel for you because I'm having printer troubles myself, and everything just gets pushed back, every little thing. Plus, I heard there's a paper shortage, so that's my issue right now. But yeah, so this looks awesome. Like
Yes.
obviously Jeremy agrees. When I first saw it, I was like, dude, it was like a better Kill Bill or something. I don't know what it is. It's like Kill Bill without the camp or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, the elevator pitches, I'm not too good at the 2-second spiel, but I'll say, like, it has elements of Kill Bill, Mad Max. For me, I'm a big fan of those 70s, early 80s revenge movies that were really violent and gritty.
Yeah.
Rolling Thunder, if you've ever heard of that one.
Falling down.
Yeah,
Falling
down. I kind of wanted to bring some of those elements with a newer twist, and to the story. So right now, this is the first 2 books. The stories itself, they're over 40 pages each. When all said and done, we should be about 100 pages for the graphic novel. But again, it's the first 2, and the story will run a total of 12.
Nice.
Awesome. So you're getting both issues, so it's a big chunk of story, which is awesome. Does it have an end, or is this like a mini series that keeps going, or what's the?
No, it'll go 12 issues, and that'll be the complete story all done.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's definitely not ongoing. But yeah, so I'm really excited about it. Obviously, this is my first time on Indiegogo, and I'm having a harder time finding the audience on there. So
don't worry, we're going to help you out right now with that for sure.
Well, I appreciate it. Anybody got any tips on reaching people? You all let me know.
We got it.
A little bit easier, but yeah, Indiegogo is just I'm hitting a wall apparently.
Dude, certain things.
Let's do it.
We'll push it through our networks and see what we got, because this pretty much anything that's good will have success, and your stuff looks good. So I don't see that I can see it hitting $5-6 grand in a week or two.
Look at these
pages. Yeah, that would be incredible if it did. But
look at these pages.
Yeah, like I said, since we did the Kickstarter, I wanted to make sure that the campaigns were slightly separate, so people who did back on Kickstarter, because I'm definitely becoming aware that there seem to be 2 audiences: one who will back Indiegogo and one who back Kickstarter, and they don't seem to intermingle.
They definitely don't.
Yeah, so I'm trying to offer each one something unique while still letting them, have all the goodies that, you might have got on the Kickstarter, just with a little bit different, so people who did back Kickstarter don't feel like, hey, thought that was for us. So
right,
I'm trying to keep it fresh for everybody. And yeah, the art, I love the art. My artist, Von Randall, he's amazing. So
what else has he done? What's the previous work that he's done?
Vaughn, he's done a lot of other indie books. I think if you look down in the bios, it lists some of the stuff he's done. Okay. I don't think he's done anything for mainstream publishers yet. And I say yet because I have a lot of people always reach out saying, who's this artist? He's really great. And sometimes they think it's me, and I'm like, I wish it was me. It would make my life so much easier, but no. So yeah, he's great. I know right now he just one of his books, Terra Olympus and Daughter of Wolves, I believe are both just either finished or launching.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we got Matt Fowler in here.
What's up, Matt?
Boogie. So definitely check this out, Matt. This is really awesome. If you haven't seen this before. So this book, art looks incredible. We both agree. The colorist combo is a great combo. Is the colorist like a part of the artist like circle of? Is it his team, or is it something you put together?
No, so Vaughn had worked with this is Kevin DeCastro, and he's actually done coloring for some more mainstream books like Image. He said.
Okay.
But yeah, they knew each other. And he had done something. He had colored Vaughn's stuff, and he really liked the way his colors looked on his art.
Yeah.
And so when I reached out to him and I saw it, I was like, well, they really do look really good. So yeah, I made sure to keep that team together.
Heck yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. I mean, this is great. Actually, my writer, I'm working on technically three books right now. Drawing 2 of them, writing and drawing another. But writer for one of them is here. TF is here. He's got a book called Left Hand Free, which he'll be in this situation eventually with this book. But check this out, TF, man. This book is really great. You might want to back this thing. It looks like some solid work. So that's what I figured. Like the synergy between the line art and the color was so good with this that I didn't think it was an accident. I think it's like something that was figured out beforehand, which would make sense.
Yeah, I'd lucked out. Like I said, so I originally had a different colorist on board, and they did. I thought I did a good job. I have a bit of trouble seeing colors, so for me, some of the stuff kind of is harder to tell. And Vaughn's like, nah, this just doesn't really work with my art. And he's like, go with this guy. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I always trust my artist when it comes to suggestions like that.
Yeah.
So
They know that's what I pay him for.
yeah, definitely. Definitely want to ask a few like cool things that are not necessarily about the book. Mostly like, well, first of all, what makes you want to write this type of revenge story? Do you have like some sort of revenge fantasy somewhere that's you're drawing from? Is that your inspiration?
No, not necessarily.
Hard-hitting question.
Yes, dude. It's got to come from somewhere, dude.
No, I've just always enjoyed those types of stories for whatever reason. I was drawn to them. I like I said, I probably saw Mad Max way too early in my life, so they kind of came ingrained. Like kids who love horror movies and they grow up just loving horror, kind of that thing. But
it scarred me for life as well. Yes.
But yeah, I have different. I've had other books that I worked on. This is kind of different from those. I don't usually do traditional superheroes. I try to stay more, I say, grounded.
Yeah.
And I definitely like the enclosed story. You know, there's a beginning, there's an end, and you know everything's complete. And with this one, I don't know. I just kind of had a few things rolling around in my brain, and I was like, you know what? And I finally decided to flesh them out and tell a different story. So originally, this book, I think I started writing it in 2008, so it's been in process for a while. And the original, I had a different artist completely. He actually drew the first book. We actually kickstarted that years ago. And it was successful. And when we went time to finish the book, he kind of disappeared on me. And after about a year, he finished up. So when we moved to the second one, I realized I got to get a new team, and it worked out. So, but I had to have the other artist go back, and Vaughn, the new one, he went back and redid book one. So all the art will match, and it's all been updated. So we're kind of starting fresh. I'm
so stoked for this, dude. Like, if you are in chat and you don't have the link, it's in the description. You click it, simple click. Go check it out.
It's gonna be good.
See it for yourself. I could have easily picked any image. I picked this girl drinking in a prison.
Yeah, that's my favorite image so far.
Yeah, me too. But I really like it. It's just got this kind of anyway. It's got everything that I wanted to see. Yeah, it's a lot of emotion there. So, but we need to go through these perks. So maybe we can go to the top. Do you have a perk you recommend? I'm guessing it's the featured. No.
Yeah, so like I said, for this one, when we did the Kickstarter, I did lots of variant covers from different artists. So I mean, we did like cosplay covers, we did, you know, anime inspired. Like I pretty much just went to different artists and said, "Give me your take," and then they, you know, I got sexy covers, I got action covers, whatever.
Weed covers.
Yeah. Well, I'm in Colorado, so but yeah, for these, we kept it it's really simple. So it's just a graphic novel, and then I did want to offer. Some of the extra art. So we do a mini poster set, or you can get the posters in 11x17. And the poster sets, I think there's a little bit bigger photo of them down below.
Oh snap!
Are just some of the art from the various artists I had working with me, who did. Some of them were for variant covers, some of them were just for art's sake, and it kind of gives a nice variety of what was available. And then just the be in the book. Or be in the book with a speaking part. And for that one, that's the big tier that usually is almost it seems like in every campaign.
Yeah.
Hey, Jared,
I'm cool with going through them. If we can, try to zoom up on one of them whenever we get to one. That would be cool too. So continue. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, does letting everybody know for those parts, the cameo parts, I do have, because I've written the next few issues and we're pretty much early drafts up till 12, so that's how we know we're going to be at 12. But I leave certain roles open, so if somebody says, hey, I want to be a villain and I want to be shot, or I want to kill somebody, or I want to be killed, we leave certain things open for people. So if they do pick this perk, there's a wide option of roles for them to play or things to say type of thing.
Yeah, that's really cool because I mean, anytime you're able to do something like this, one of these perks, get drawn in or something, it's awesome. So I highly suggest anyone that's like really into this, go for it. Speaking cameo, that's awesome. There's like a real cool thing that I'm doing where we're doing these bikes for Star Circuit, and whoever paints the best one, I'm going to include in my book. So it's like this weird kind of cameo, it's like Jeremy's a kid today, or every day.
That's my commercial for him.
Thank you, dude. It's gonna sell so many. But yeah, the idea is that you want to get your design of the bike in the book coming out for the next issue. This is really cool. I love things like that. I really dig the poster set. Amanda apparently really digs the poster set. And it's hard to beat the prices. Like even the cameo is pretty cheap. I feel like those usually go for like $1,000 or something. But yeah, these posters look great. Ooh, Jeremy's learning.
Yeah, this is the kind of mix of different. You got the anime is a strong word on the left, but the cartoonier style, the action. The one in the middle is one of my favorite by an artist named Vincent Venticola. The one next to that is actually by Nathan Sertzi. I'm sure I'm saying the name wrong. He's been doing a lot of covers for DC lately, and he has a very distinct style. Like they all kind of look like that. Lots of tattoos, usually like Harley Quinn stuff like that.
Vaping that crack.
And she's smoking that crack.
I think it's just a cigarette, but you never know. Whatever it takes, I guess.
Yeah, Jared, come on, dude. Not everybody's in the pack. So let's. I'm definitely gonna.
They're lost.
Can we go look at the featured tier one more time? Because that's probably where I usually go featured for a lot of the things I get. Because it's usually just a nice bundle of things.
Yes. So the feature is the graphic novel, and we're including a print, which is that one you were kind of on. That's by artist Aaron Bartling.
Okay.
He's been doing stuff for like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Ronin right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're tossing that in. For everybody who backed, we did a special last week. We included an extra print for them. And with the holiday coming up, we're going to try to run another special for anybody who backs. Probably throughout, the rest of the campaign, we're going to throw in, stickers, coasters, magnets, whatever I got to throw at you. So when you get your box, it's going to be like, just loaded up with little knickknacks and all the fun stuff you get with Kickstarters and Indiegogo.
Heck yeah.
My fault.
It's all good. So are we putting are you taking some of the stretch goals from Kickstarter? What are the stretch goals here for Indiegogo?
We haven't announced them yet because honestly, like I said, it wasn't moving, and I was kind of concerned I was doing something wrong. But some of the stuff that I have lined up is we have some trading card sets that actually in the style of the 90s Marvel trading cards, which I loved as a kid. So we took those, the borders and the templates, and then included those. And then there's a couple other things that I'm thinking of. I don't want to say just yet because I'm waiting to get confirmation on a couple things. But once I do, I'm definitely going to promote those pretty heavily. If hopefully we hit our stretch goal, which at this point, if we hit our funding, I'll start throwing stuff out there.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. There's tons of people in our network.
To be suggesting magnets, and I've got to say, most of us have a refrigerator. That's not a bad idea. Throw some magnets.
It's funny. I've talked to several, just people doing these kind of things, these types of shows, and I get like some people's like, "No, I'm tired of stickers," and then some people are like, "What? I love the stickers," and so it's hard to decide who gets what.
You stick it on once, it's stuck.
Exactly, and I do have some magnets too that I'm going to be including. So we do have those as well that will be coming with it. So.
Incredible. We just say hello to Hockey, everybody. Hockey's the classiest man in Australia. He is here, and hopefully he has not seen this book because I want him to see this book first from us here at Art Bros. Definitely check out this. I'll be backing. I don't even know if I'll be able to do it on stream. Maybe if we play a trailer 5 times in a row, I'll be able to back. But this looks great. The shot of her beating somebody with a baseball bat or something in the trailer, so good.
That was a good shot.
And just the camera work was nice and smooth too. It killed it. Killing it.
Yeah, I got lucky in the video. I had a friend do that, and then I reached out and found a voice actress who I thought sounded great, and we gave her some lines to read, and she killed it. So.
Heck awesome. Yeah, great job. It's one of my favorite trailers actually that I've seen.
Even that backside kick is you get the reaction. You don't have to get the action pose. You get the reaction. You know what she did. And
so,
it feels so good.
One little piece of advice as I go here, Jim. I'd say this will help you in the next 15 days, or is it? I think that's right.
Give or take.
Give or take. 15 or so. I would say definitely get a different cut for the ending just to get an Indiegogo up there.
Yeah.
A lot of people are Indiegogo diehards, so if they see that you're like a half, you might lose. But if they don't know the difference, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Clip it off. Clip it off the end.
Yeah, I would say clip it at least, but I feel like you'll get just another margin of more people backing if it does say the right platform.
Yeah, and like I said, I've talked to people who have one side or the other, and I'm like, I'm open to everybody. So
Yeah.
I love people's critiques.
Yeah.
If they got something they want to see, I'm definitely going to try to make it happen.
Cool.
So you made the trailer, so making the alteration like that might not be too hard?
I did not, but I'm pretty sure I can make a quick change to that.
Okay,
worst
sweet.
case. So
Sweet.
it's one of those things because you make the trailer and it's been going and you don't read it again, and then I didn't bother to relook at it, and then the last show's on. Like, I think Sunday's like, you might want to change that. I'm like, oh, I didn't even think of see that.
I'm still trying to backtrack on my games thing because at the end of its trailer it said live on Indiegogo. It's like it's not anymore, so I had to go back and try to.
But yeah, I'm in. Like I said, I like Indiegogo so far. I heard they got like a fun store feature. The setup was easy. Like I said, the big difference is just getting the word out. So I'm learning as we go.
For sure.
A lot of people, it's the payment format. It's the way the payment works. From what I gather, from what I did, what made me make my choice to go to Indiegogo is just the way the payment format works.
Yeah, I know some people had a problem with the creators who launched on Kickstarter because you'll hit say $4,000 and then the next day it drops back down to 32.
Yeah.
Some of those charges didn't clear.
And I know for some people that was harder to deal with, and then with this one it's instantaneous. It's my understanding. So.
Well, yeah, you pay at the time of backing instead of at the time of closing the campaign. Yeah. So plus
makes sense.
I don't know if did Kickstarter incorporate the in-demand feature over there yet?
As far as I know, no. The only thing most people use, what I'm told, is like backer something.
Backer kit, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. And I'm not as familiar with it, and I wasn't as I didn't want to just jump into that just yet. And I wanted to dip my toes in Indiegogo because I wanted the people who'd use that exclusively to have an opportunity. And
the water's warm over here.
Yeah. No, Indie is a great feature, though, dude. I think you'll definitely get funded, and I think it's worth it for you to stay in demand with this one because I think since you're new in Indiegogo, it's going to be a slow burn to get the word out.
Yeah.
This is the first 30 days, or are you going to try to extend to 60, or?
I don't know. Maybe I don't really know how that works with Indiegogo. I'll have to look into that if you can extend on it.
Yeah, I mean, if you said it, have you only been in for 15 days so far, or?
No, I think I originally set it for 35. I gave myself 5 whole days to prep, I suppose, and then I'm like, after 30 days or the first 5, I'm like, I probably should have waited, but it is what it is.
I feel like you may be able to extend. It's probably in the settings somewhere, but yeah, this looks great, man.
Appreciate it.
Everybody, if you're not going to back this thing, at least click follow, click share on for Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, you got twits. You into the twits?
You Twitter?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. So we're under SN Comic Arts, or I think it's titled Sketchy Nuke, which is the company we were going with. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll tag all this because I would have tagged you if I knew before. I should have asked.
Definitely.
I'm an amateur at this stuff. Amateur hour.
Clearly, I'm not much better as I try to figure out everything here.
This is what I'm working with.
Dude, I could find another bro. No, I don't have any bros.
Wait a minute. That's not what I meant. Not what I meant.
So, JP, I think if you're still here, what do you think about Dig 2 Graves? What's your thoughts? If you're still around. Hopefully you're still around.
Yeah, no, it looks tight.
Awesome. Have you seen it before? Have you seen it on Kickstarter, or is this the first time you've seen it?
This is my first time seeing it. But yeah, the art looks fantastic.
It looks sick.
Yeah, it looks like it's not just a fun. So it looks like it's not a I don't want to say deep necessarily, but it seems like a very down to earth and you're gonna attach to the character.
Yes.
I'm almost afraid your artist uses real people in his life for the reference. Looking at the characters, I'm worried.
I don't know if you mean what was that guy's name?
It looks so good. It looks so good.
I mean, I've seen him draw, so I've seen him from scratch when he creates. And like I said, the main character, Miranda Stone, like I said, she was technically that we had a different artist in the first book, so he had to transition her into his style a little bit, but the character remained the same. So,
Oh damn.
yeah, but and like I said, the book is it is darker. It obviously deals with some dark themes. You can't have people dying and not be like that. But I think I think most people who enjoy those types of movies or comics, Garth Ennis type stuff, Quentin Tarantino to some extent, will appreciate it. Like I said, I keep my stuff very grounded story wise, so there's no Commando, Arnold Schwarzenegger type moments where it's just one person against an army. And she is a soldier, so I had to, get with my friends and all my returning soldier or all my friends who were returning soldiers, to get their input. So the story is as authentic as possible to anybody who served. They'll read it and be like, okay, they know where that's coming from, that kind of thing.
Yep. I mean that any authenticity like you can get from that will be amazing. So yeah, this is great stuff, man. I'll probably spread this thing constantly for you as much as I can because I do believe in it. I hope the best for you. We're running on close to the hour. Let's just check with the chat, see if I see any cool comments from all these some sweet people. Hockey didn't see it before, so I'm glad he's getting to see it. But yeah, we have
Wait. What's this teaser over here?
What teaser?
I
thought we watched that.
Did we watch the whole thing?
I think we did.
Oh, okay.
You're in it. That's the sign up.
Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
It's all good. Yeah. NOIRLEM. I always pronounce it weird. It looks awesome. Also, go sign up for that, everybody.
It does look great.
For sure. I will be backing and signing up for both these things. I knew I was going to do it, but I like doing it on stream, or at least, having that sort of excitement about doing it while on stream. So definitely everybody go to it. Go to the links in the description and help these people out. Jeremy is on speed today. He's got the trigger finger, dude. We need to get you to the range. So yeah, everybody go for it. Sign up. That way you get the Zippo lighter. And then back today, definitely get this awesome graphic novel that looks like it's going to be a Kill Bill killer. And yeah, so any other?
He didn't answer my question. So by all means, it's only got 16 days left. Get it now.
For sure. We don't even know. It might not be. This might be the last 16 days for this, guys. So check that out. Before we go, guys, I usually ask this of everybody, but we have this thing called the Ultimate Art Guide, where we try to help creators. So maybe if you guys have a favorite resource for writing or a favorite resource for like your go-to, like when you think about your development as an artist or just a creator as far as stories, what's a good resource that you could lead somebody to? Well, if you have one in mind.
Well, for myself as a writer, it's just reading constantly. Read everything you can get, and experience as much as you can. I don't try to write too much outside of what I don't know. And the best way to learn about writing is just reading as much as you possibly can. And honestly, a great tool that I've had for just the art side for finding great artists has been Facebook. I join lots of different art groups, even though I don't contribute art. But I find a lot of great artists there, and some of them have gone on to work now for Marvel and Image. But I got a piece or two from them before they got big, so I can hold those in my back pocket for some variant art or something. So
yeah, heck yeah, that's a great point, and it's a great point that leads back to backing his book. Go get another book on your bookshelf, and it seems like this book you'll be able to learn from as well if you're out there as a creator. JP, do you have any secret resource for us?
So the last video I did on my YouTube channel was basically 5 do's and don'ts for crowdfunding. Cool. Even though I'm not an expert, it's probably asinine for me to give advice to anybody. The biggest piece of advice I would give to people is if you think about how much art an artist creates versus how much actually goes down on a page, if you're a writer, you should be in that practice too. You shouldn't. If you're only trying to write something that's going to go on a page, you're kind of doing it wrong. Writing is something that takes practice. It isn't something that you can just whip up in a day. You should be doing it as often as you can, regardless of if you have any intentions for doing anything with it. It's something that you need to do consistently. That's a piece of advice that I got from a writer who I spoke to who has an Academy Award nominated screenplays. He would just get up and write every single day for as long as he could, and just keep doing that and try and work that into your routine as often as you can. So writing is something that you need to take seriously. You need to treat it like a discipline and do as much of it as you can.
Yeah, for
Preach
sure.
it.
I
Preach
agree.
it.
I mean, I was looking for concrete resources, but I'll put your YouTube channel. Don't worry, don't worry. We're gonna find your YouTube, and we'll see if that's gonna go right into our YouTube. We got a YouTube section, like a video section, so I can put that into the guide. That'll help. So in a way, you did give it. So thank you for contributing. Thank you both.
YouTube is Raiden Radio. Raiden is in Raiden for Mortal Kombat. Radio is in radio.
Okay. Well, let's see if Jeremy can get that link for us real quick.
Raiden Radio, guys.
Raiden Radio.
If you just look for one more resource, sorry to jump in real quick.
Sure,
For
go
any
for it.
writer out there who is writing and you want to start, pushing stuff, find an editor. Find a good editor, not a friend who says I can edit. Find a real editor. That makes all the difference. Anybody who looks at your stuff and says, no, it's good, that's not helpful.
Hey, Raiden, throw it into the private chat if you could, Brody.
Oh,
Hey,
sugar.
You can always do that. Otherwise, we'll be talking about your books coming because it's in sign up right now. So we'll be talking about it in the future as well. So Raiden Radio will be on our lips once in a while. But yeah, I'll go check it out as well because I'm an artist who writes. I'm much more honed into the art craft of art.
To me, it's all iteration. Even when I was writing stuff, it was more like that's just a draft. That's draft 2. That's draft 3. Like that's a spell check draft. That's a dynamic draft. That's each iteration or each visit to it is a different draft to me until finally I can't draft it out any other way. You know?
I agree.
And the same thing with artwork is kind of like I push every angle, contrast, balance, hue, unity, all those principles and elements of art until I can't push them anymore. So, like I said, writing is an art. It's the same thing.
It takes a lot of hard work, and I personally think it takes a lot of study.
Joe Show,
you got me?
Joe Show, Raiden Radio, his channel.
There we go. Go like and subscribe, everybody.
I'm gonna throw the link down in here.
Go sub to it.
Go sub to it, guys.
Raiden Radio. Check out his videos on many things. Many things. Go check it out. We have a couple other things before we roll out of here. Number one being, if you are looking to get your something, like promoted on our channel, just ask. Like these guys just asked, and so we do have a schedule of things that try to fill in as much as possible. But I think it's good to promote. So if you're like on the fence, or anybody that wants or needs a book promoted, let me know. We'll try to spread the word. So that's how it goes.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. And Jeremy's got the link to the YouTube channel in the chat now. Go check it out. It's been really great to have you guys on. And where can we find you on the interwebs, guys?
For me, you can find me at my just on Facebook under my name, Jim Tanner. On Twitter, we're sncomicarts.com or Twitter, sncomicarts, and then Instagram, we're Sketchy Nuke. But we have one of the link trees on the actual campaign as well, so it makes it a little bit easier.
Okay, that's good. Head there, guys. And JP?
Raiden Radio on YouTube and EUDAIMONIA Comics on Twitter if you replace the CS with an X.
Okay. CS with an X. We got it. Awesome. And Jerem, where we can find you?
Well, first I need someone with a wrench to kick me for misspelling an ammonia. I mean, we went over it a few times. I just couldn't get it right. So, my Studio Zayd on Twitter. We also have Zayd Studios at YouTube. We have a channel every Friday night with me and my older brother Dwight, who program Beckon, a game that's prototype is on Steam. So if you have Winders and you love experimental JRPGs, go try that out. Animated, concepted, everything. And my brother programmed it. Go, it's Wishlist Wednesday. Go wishlist it. That'd be great. Got a comic coming soon, so stay tuned.
Hell yeah, he's got some sweet art, guys. Definitely something to check out for sure. All the links are in the description, I think, for all of us. So don't worry if you miss something. There'll be links in the description. I'm Catapano Art on Twitter for the most part. Catapano Art on Facebook. Joe Catapano. I've got Star Circuit, which is this cyberpunk racing adventure. Let's just show the campaign very quickly before we roll out of here. I always forget. It's almost like I don't have a project to show, and yet I'm foolish enough to leave my stream without talking about it for a second. Like I said, the printer is kind of been having issues with paper shortage and like low staff, and so we're kind of like a month and a half behind.
Too much greatness in a book, man. Too much greatness. They can't keep up.
Right. That's the real excuse right there. So, but yeah, let's just check it out real quick. That way you can see the art and remember what it looks like, guys.
Space race.
Star Circuit. It's like essentially a man versus machine story where one kind of crazy street racer thinks he's bold enough to go against the best racers in the colonies, which happen to be androids, like everything else in this future. Androids and AI have become the pinnacle of almost everything. So in this world, the one to beat is the android, and it's kind of like the suicidal mission that he gets kind of coaxed into. But I'm the artist and writer on this book. It's the first book I've officially written. But yeah, it's killer. I'm really proud of it. Worked on it for many years, and it can finally be yours. Go check it out. There's original pages to be bought for pretty cheap, and there are these 3D prints that are ginormous. So check those out. There's still like more than 20 left, and I'd be happy to ship those out to you guys in probably a month or so. Happy that you guys have all supported it. We are approaching 350 backers, 3 away. Please, let's hit 350 backers. That'd be incredible.
You get to ask a lot of the guests on here, so let me ask you, Joe. Is Star Circuit some Freudian euphemism for you defeating the sex robots of the future?
I do think they are the biggest threat to us. Forget all the rest of them like actually being sentient. They're just, I feel like the majority of males will be just in a room with sex robots, and then we will never procreate. However, what can you do? You know, if that's the way we go out, that's the way we go out. It won't necessarily be androids on motorcycles. However, you saw the trailer. There's some stretch goals that I want to mention before we get out of here. The stretch goals, namely, are big prints. They're 5x8s, and Jeremy actually has done one. We have another one by another indie artist, and another kind of mini print of the poster that we have. Anyway, go check that out. We also have a mixtape that is like a sweet companion to read the book with, kind of like a mix between punk and some synthwave stuff. So check that out. Definitely go back it. I appreciate everyone who's supported, and I appreciate all you guys for coming on. Jeremy as well.
Thanks, man.
I don't usually say that, so I feel like that's a good thing to bring up. But yeah.
Screw you, man.
Screw you, bro.
Guys, thanks so much for having me on, and hail the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Heck
Hail
yeah.
the chat.
Yeah,
Guys,
it's
thank
been
you all
fun.
so much. The talent on here was great. Guys, sign up for these books. Back these things. Crack, pack, backs, bow, come on. Crack, attack, crack, pack, attack. I couldn't type that in Twitter. I was afraid of getting, like, turned off or something.
You might die from saying crack too much, dude.
Yeah. Sorry.
Jim, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for bringing the book.
Oh, thank you. It's been great being here.
Yeah, man, it's a fun time. We try our best around here. We are usually not this, maybe all over the place, but I appreciate you guys coming on. And yeah, everybody, back some comic books, please. I mean, if you don't,
Second, before we go.
dude,
Hold on.
What are you about to do here? Oh, you got an unboxing, a last minute unboxing?
Yep, last minute unboxing. Hold on, guys. I got this in yesterday, and I've been saving for it.
Oh, let me give you a large screen here, bro. I didn't think this was going to happen.
Guys, guess what I got in?
Oh, snap. Starlight Cats is up in here. 9 Lives Comics.
Yeah!
Hell, Shane Davis.
Great. Package great with some awesome prints and stuff that I'm going to get into it. But thank you guys so
Heck
much.
yeah. It's been incredible. Thanks for showing up, everybody.
Yeah.
Do you like Jeremy? Back some books.
Back some books, guys. Back some books.